What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, October 8th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Oh, everyone had a fantastic weekend. Chris Evans was feeling grateful Thursday after wrapping Avengers 4. The 37-year-old actor penned an emotional post on Twitter. Amidst reports, the film will mark his final movie as Captain America. Evans wrote, "Officially wrapped on Avengers 4. It was an emotional day to say the least." He says, "Playing this role for over the last 8 years has been an honor. To everyone in front of the camera, behind the camera, and the audience, thank you for the memories. Eternally grateful." Evans' tweet has received over 1 million likes as of Friday morning. Ryan Reynolds, who played Deadpool in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and actor Dwayne Johnson were among those to respond on Twitter. Reynolds wrote, "I'm not crying, I'm weeping. There's a difference." Johnson added, "What a run you had, brother. Congrats on breathing life into such an iconic character. Keep on keeping on." Evans debuted as Captain America in the 2011 movie Captain America the First Avenger, and has since starred as the character in 6 films. He hinted at his impending exit in an interview with the New York Times published in March. The star explained, "You want to get off the train before they push you off." Avengers 4 will open in theaters in May 2019. The movie co-stars Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Scarlett Johansson, Benedict Cumberbatch, Don Cheadle, Tom Holland, and Chadwick Boseman. Warner Bros. Pictures has released the first image of Jason Momoa wearing the iconic costume of the titular hero he plays in the comic book adaptation Aquaman. The film about an extraordinary strong man who could communicate with sea creatures was helmed by director James Wan and is scheduled for theatrical release December 21st. Its cast includes Amber Heard, Willem Dafoe, Patrick Wilson, Dolph Lundgren, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, and Nicole Kidman. The synopsis for the movie says the film reveals the origin story of half-human, half-Atlantean Arthur Curry, and taking him on a journey of his lifetime, one that will not only force him to face who he really is, but to discover if he is worthy of who he was born to be, a king. Friday's photo shows Momoa's Curry as his alter ego Aquaman standing on a rock in front of a waterfall holding a trident. He is wearing a form-fitting orange shirt with the fish scale patterns and green pants, boots, and gloves. Momoa previously played the role in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice and the Justice League, but this is the first movie to focus on Aquaman. He is also known for his work in the TV series Game of Thrones, The Red Road, and Frontier. Double Oscar winner Denzel Washington is to receive the 47th American Film Institute Life Achievement Award. A gala tribute to the Glory and Training Day stars being planned for June 6 in Los Angeles. The 63-year-old St. Elsewhere alum also counts among his screen credits Freedom, Philadelphia, Malcolm X, The Hurricane, Man on Fire, Inside Man, American Gangster, Flight, The Magnificent Seven, Fences, The Equalizer, and The Equalizer 2. Last year's recipient of the AFI Life Achievement Award was George Clooney. Bad Times at the El Royale and Vice star Kaylee Spaney says she is eager to meet Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The 21-year-old actress plays Ginsburg's daughter Jane in the fact-based drama On the Basis of Sex, which is due in theaters December 25th. Felicity Jones plays the elder Ginsburg. Armie Hammer, Justin Theroux, John Hammond, Kathy Bates, and Sam Waterston also co-star in the movie. Spaney told UPI Friday at New York's Comic-Con that it was fun to dive into the political world and learn about Ruth. I'm hoping to meet her. She was very heavily involved in the process of making the film, and her nephew was on set. The Pacific Rim Uprising alum says that at this point in her career, she's testing out different genres to see where her strength lies. She says, getting a script and being like, oh yeah, I can do this in my sleep. Who wants to do that? So finding something that is a real challenge is going to take all of you. I think it's more rewarding by the end of it. Set for release on Friday, El Royale is a crime thriller set in a hotel in 1969 with an ensemble that includes Jeff Bridges, Cynthia Erivo, Dakota Johnson, John Hamm, Louis Pullman, Nick Offerman, and Chris Hemsworth. Vice, a biopic about former U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney, played by Christian Bale, is going to be out in December. Spady plays the younger version of Chaney's wife, Lynn. The older version is played by Amy Adams. Again, the film is scheduled to open on Christmas Day. Lego Marvel's Spider-Man Vexed by Venom in an animated TV special slated to premiere next year. Marvel Entertainment made the announcement at New York's Comic-Con Sunday, but did not say where it will air. A press release says, tech theft is now at an all-time high thanks to Green Goblin and Venom. Can our friendly neighbor Spider-Man put an end to their mysterious villainous scheme before all of New York City is destroyed? Robbie Damon, who plays Spider-Man Peter Parker in the Disney XD show Marvel's Spider-Man, will reprise his role in the Lego Marvel Spider-Man adventure. The voice cast will also include Ben Pronsky as Venom, Josh Keaton as Green Goblin, Laura Bailey as Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen, and Tara Strong as Mary Jane. The special follows Lego Marvel Superheroes Maximum Overload, Lego Marvel Superhero Avengers Reassemble, Lego Marvel Superheroes Guardians of the Galaxy, The Thanos Threat, and Lego's Marvel Superhero Black Panther Trouble in Wakanda. Venom, the live-action movie starring Tom Holland as the conflicted anti-hero, was number one at the North American box office this weekend. Damon tweeted his critique of the film Saturday. Damon wrote, "The #Venom movie was a terrible, amazing, hilarious, beautiful, awful, glorious, horrible, wonderful, hot mess, and I loved every moment of it. Every bad line of dialogue, plot hole, and idiotic moment was overshadowed by the sheer fun I was having. New fab guilty pleasure flick." Netflix and Marvel confirmed Saturday that Wilson Bethel will play the trouble agent Benjamin Dex Poindexter, who transformed into the villain Bullseye in Season 3 of Daredevil. Press release says he becomes a deadly adversary for Matt Murdock, one who won't stop until he destroys the devil of Hell's Kitchen. Starring Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock Daredevil and Vincent D'Onofrio as his arch-enemy Wilson Fisk, the comic book adaptation will kick off its third season on October 19th. Bethel is known for his work in Heart of Dixie and The Young and the Restless. CBS All Access unveiled the first trailer for Season 2 of Star Trek's Discovery at New York's Comic-Con Saturday. The 2.5-minute preview, which is now on YouTube, features newcomer Ethan Peck as Spock, the USS Enterprise's half-Vulcan, half-human chief science officer. His casting was announced in August. A voice is heard saying in this weekend's clip, "Spock needs our help," which got more than 500,000 views during his first few hours online. He had a vision. He called it the Red Angel. It also says that later in the video, as a child, I had the same vision again and again. Now I understand its meaning and where it must lead. Spock is seen here with an uncharacteristic beard, saying that in the video. The role was famously played in other incarnations of Star Trek by Leonard Nimoy and Zachary Quinto. Peck is best known for his work in 10 Things I Hate About You and Madam Secretary. Discovery stars Sonequa Martin Green, Anthony Rapp, Jason Isaac, and Doug Jones star in Discovery. Filming is underway in Manchester, England on Season 5 of Peaky Blinders, the British gangster drama starring Cillian Murphy, Helen McElroy, Paul Anderson, and Sophie Rundle. The cast also includes Aidan Gillian, Jack Browan, Bonnie Gold, Kingsley Ben Adir, Finn Cole, Kate Phillips, and Natasha O'Keefe. The press release says Series 5 of Stephen Knight's crime family saga finds the world thrown into turmoil by the financial crash of 1929. Opportunity and misfortune are everywhere when Tommy Shelby, MP, is approached by a charismatic politician with a bold vision for Britain. He realizes that his response will affect not just his family's future, but that of the entire nation. The show airs on the BBC in the United Kingdom and streams via Netflix everywhere. Night Flyers, Sci-Fi's 10-part horror thriller based on George R.R. Martin's novella, will air 5 nights a week for 2 weeks starting December 2nd. The press release from the cable network said, set in the year 2093, Night Flyers follows a team of scientists aboard the Night Flyer, the most advanced ship ever built, as they embark on a journey to find other life forms. Their mission takes them to the edge of the solar system and to the edge of insanity as they realize true horror isn't waiting for them in outer space. It's ready on their ship. The series stars Ian Mackin, David Ajala, Gretchen Mole, Jodie Turner-Smith, Angus Sampson, Sam Strike, Maya Eshed and Brian F. O'Brien. It will be available across all of the Sci-Fi's platforms. Cast members unveiled exclusive footage from the program Friday at New York's Comic-Con. A new trailer was also posted online. Martin is the author of the widely popular series of books that inspired HBO's medieval fantasy drama Game of Thrones, which is to wrap up his 8th and final season in 2019. The live-action series Titans has been renewed for a second season, which will stream on the DC Universe digital subscription service. Scheduled to premiere on October 12th, the superhero origins show stars Brenton Thalowitz as Robin, Tegan Croft as Raven, Anna Diop as Starfire, Ryan Potter as Beast Boy, Minka Kelly as Dove, and Alan Ritchson as Hawk. A new 2-minute trailer for the series, which Warner Brothers Television and DC described in the press release as a, quote, gritty take on the classic Teen Titans franchise, was also unveiled at New York's Comic-Con Thursday, then posted online. In related news, Matt Bomer also this week joined the cast of another of the streaming service's upcoming live-action series, Doom Patrol. He'll play Negative Man opposite Brendan Fraser's Robot Man, Diane Guerrero's Crazy Jane, April Balby's Elastic Woman, Alan Tudyk's Mr. Nobody, Timothy Dalton's Dr. Niles Calder, and Jovian Wade as Cyborg. Craig Hughes, the president of Warner Bros. Digital Network, said in a statement, "This is just the beginning of our journey to open up the world of DC for our fans. With new original digital comics and growing community forum, we are delivering an immersive experience that blends page and screen, creating a place where fans can share their passions for their favorite superheroes and storylines like never before. With our first original series, Titans, debuting this month, we're truly offering an exclusive experience fans have always clamored for." Conan O'Brien bid farewell to the hour-long format of his TBS series Conan with its final episode of the year and announced a new podcast. O'Brien TBS previously announced his late-night talk show Conan would be transitioning to a half-hour format when it returns in January, and Thursday night marked the host's final hour-long episode. The host said during the episode that the shorter format would allow him to spend more time on the things I really love, such as traveling shows around the world, silly remote pieces, and interviewing brilliant, distinct people. Part of the transition means saying farewell to his house band, Jimmy Vivino and the Basic Cable Band, formerly known as the Max Weinberg 7. The band, in its various forms, have been with O'Brien for 25 years through his tenure on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, The Tonight Show, and Conan. O'Brien announced on Twitter that one of his new projects will be a podcast titled Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. The announcement included a link to a teaser for the podcast, which will premiere in November. The comedian announced he will spend some of the time between Thursday night's episode and the January return headlining an 18-city comedy tour. Team Coco presents Conan and Friends, an evening of stand-up and investment tips. The tour, which kicks off November 2nd in Washington, D.C., will feature comedians Roy Schockfroll, Ron Futchins, Dion Cole, Laurie Kilmartin, Marina Franklin, James Veach, Taylor Tomlinson, Moses Storm, Fula Borg, and more. TBS is scheduled to air primetime special Conan Without Borders Japan on November 28th. Several people with Trouble Pass are recruited to help colonize another planet in the first trailer for the YouTube Premium's new sci-fi series Origin. Set to debut November 14th, the 10-episode space trailer stars Harry Potter alums Tom Felton and Natalia Tena, as well as Sean Mendishu, Nora Alexander, Fraser James, Philip Christopher, Nina Wadia, Madeline Horcher, Sabaya Colin, Adelialo Adeyayo, and Will Coben. The voice is heard saying in Thursday's preview, which was unveiled at New York's Comic-Con, "When you depart Earth for Thea, will erase your past completely. This is a new world, a world without judgment, a world where your history no longer has any relevance." The show starts with the passengers of a spaceship waking up terrified on their way to their new home. They quickly realize the craft's crew is gone and they must figure out how to run the ship and complete their voyage while protecting themselves from a deadly stowaway. Ocean's 8 and Crazy Rich Asians star Aquafina paid tribute to actress Lucy Liu in her monologue as the guest host on Saturday Night Live this weekend. Aquafina says, back in 2000, I came here to 30 Rock and waited outside when my idol Lucy Liu hosted SNL, referring to where the show is taped in New York. She added, I was a kid and didn't have a ticket, so I knew I wasn't getting in, but I just wanted to be near the building. I remember how important that episode was for me and how it totally changed what I thought was possible for an Asian American woman. Standing here tonight is a dream I never thought would come true, so thank you, Lucy, for opening the door. I wasn't able to make it into the building then, but 18 years later, I'm hosting the show. I love you, Lucy Liu. Be my friend. The Hollywood Reporter noted Liu was the last woman of Asian descent to host the show. Liu is currently starring on the detective drama Elementary. Her film credits include the Kill Bill series and Charlie's Angels. Almost Famous star Kate Hudson posted a photo of her newborn daughter Rennie Rose on Instagram this weekend. The 39-year-old actress captioned the image, "Our little rosebud," which showed her snoozing infant wrapped in a strip blanket with a bow on her head. Hudson announced on October 4th that she had given birth to her first child with her boyfriend Danny Fujikawa on October 2nd. She also has two sons, 14-year-old Ryder, with whom she shares with her ex-husband Chris Robinson, and 7-year-old Bigham, whom she shares with her former beau Matt Bellamy. The Walking Dead alum Scott Wilson has died at the age of 76. The actor's representative told TMZ Saturday that Wilson died at his Los Angeles home from complications of leukemia. Wilson played the kind-hearted veterinarian father figure Herschel Green on the Zombie Apocalypse series for several seasons. He also appeared in more than 50 films, including In the Heat of the Night, In Cold Blood, The Great Gatsby, Dead Man Walking, and The Knife Configuration. Hours before the news of his death broke, the cast and creative team of The Walking Dead talked to fans at New York's Comic-Con and revealed Wilson, Sonequa Martin Green, and John Bernthal, all of whose characters died on the show, would return for Season 9, which will feature the final episodes of original cast member Andrew Lincoln. It is set to debut on Sunday. No details were disclosed regarding how the deceased characters would fit into the upcoming episodes. The official The Walking Dead Twitter feed said, "We're deeply saddened to report that Scott Wilson, the incredible actor who played Herschel on the hashtag Walking Dead, has passed away at the age of 76. Our thoughts are with his family and friends. Rest in paradise, Scott. We love you." Former The Walking Dead castmate Michael Cutlitz tweeted, "Rest easy, my friend. Rest easy." The Walking Dead current player Carrie Payton said, "The first time I met with Scott Wilson, he gave me a big hug and said that this thing I had become a part of was a family. He said I had a responsibility to take care of it. I have tried very hard to do that, sir, and I will continue. I promise. See you on the other side, my friend." The actress and The Walking Dead superfan Yvette Nicole Brown said, "I am working today, so I just heard the news about the passing of hashtag Scott Wilson. He was a wonderful man, and I am heartbroken. Hashtag RIP, hashtag Herschel, hashtag The Walking Dead." Evil Dead icon Bruce Campbell wrote in his own post, "Scott Wilson, actor in The Walking Dead and Cold Blood, dies at 76. Wow, a convention pal, sweet, low-key, unassuming, and a hell of a good actor." And Rob Schneider, the comedian, said, "Scott Wilson was simply the finest actor and most importantly the finest and most decent man I have ever knew, a noble actor and my dear friend." Wilson was 76. Country music star Carrie Underwood posted on Instagram on Friday a months-old photo that promptly shows the facial scar she sustained in a mishap outside her home last November. The 35-year-old singer captioned the image, which is a close-up of her face, hashtag FBF, to the filming of the Love Wins music video. She is pouting for the camera, and the scar can be seen going from her upper lip to her nose. She is also wearing the blue and pink and yellow makeup she has on in the music video, which was released last month. Underwood, who is pregnant with her second child, said in August of the healed wound, "I look at myself now and I see it quite a bit, but other people are like, I would have ever noticed. Nobody notices as much as you think they will, so that's been nice to hear." The artist broke her wrist and required more than 40 stitches to close the gash she suffered when she fell on the steps outside her house. Music legend Tina Turner writes in her new memoir, My Love Story, that she underwent a kidney transplant operation in April 2017 and her husband Erwin Bach was the donor. The couple married in 2013 after 27 years together, but Turner fell ill shortly after the wedding. First, she suffered a stroke, then she battled intestinal cancer. The homeopathic course of treatment she chose eventually led to kidney failure. The 78-year-old singer said in her book about her 62-year-old spouse, according to People.com, I'm wondered if anyone would think that Erwin's living donation was transactional in some way. She also added, incredibly, consider how long we have been together. There were still people who wanted to believe that Erwin married me for my money and fame. What else would a younger man want with an older woman? Erwin always ignored the rumors. The 8-time Grammy Award-winning recording artist was previously married to her performing partner Ike Turner for 14 years before their relationship ended in a violent fight in July 1976. Their stormy marriage was chronicled in the 1993 film What's Love Got to Do with It? The LA-based boy band Brockhampton's Iridescence is the number one album in the United States. Coming in number 2 on the Billboard 200 charts date Saturday is Josh Groban's Bridges, followed by Eminem's Kamikaze number 3, Drake's Scorpion number 4, and Travis Scott's Astroworld at number 5. Rounding up the top tier are Post Malone's Beer Bongs and Bentleys at number 6, Carrie Underwood's Cry Pretty at number 7, Juice WRLD's Goodbye and Good Riddance at number 8, Lauren Daigle's Look Up Child at number 9, and Ariana Grande's Sweetener at number 10. The Tom Hardy-led comic book adaptation Venom is the number one movie at the North American box office, earning $80 million in receipts in its opening weekend, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in number 2 is A Star is Born with $41.3 million, followed by Smallfoot at number 3 with $14.9 million, Night School at number 4 with $12.3 million, and The House with the Clock in Its Walls at number 5 with $7.3 million. Rounding up the top tier are Simple Favor at number 6 with $3.4 million, The Nun number 7 with $2.6 million, Hellfest at number 8 with $2.075 million, Crazy Rich Asians at number 9 with $2.06 million, and The Predator at number 10 with $900,000. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1957, Jerry Lee Lewis records Great Balls of Fire in Memphis, Tennessee. Jerry Lee Lewis was not only the early rock and roller from a strict Christian background who struggled to reconcile his religious beliefs with the moral implications of the music he created. He may have been the only one to have one of his religious crises caught on tape, however, in between takes of one of his legendary hit songs. It was on October 8, 1957, that Bible school dropout Jerry Lee Lewis laid down the definitive version of Great Balls of Fire amid a losing battle with his conscience and with the legendary Sam Phillips, the head of Sun Records. Jerry Lee Lewis had first made his way to Sun Records in September 1956, hoping to catch his big break in the same Memphis recording studio where Elvis had caught his. The result of Lewis's first session in November 1956 was the minor hit Crazy Arms, but 6 months later, he and Phillips struck gold with Whole Lot Shaking Going On, a million-selling smash. Lewis's signature piano-pounding style and electric stage presence made him an instantaneous star, but stardom didn't quiet the doubts that his upbringing of the assemblies of the God Church had given him about rock and roll. Those doubts would be open on display when he recorded Great Balls of Fire in the studio on this date in 1957. It was hours into the Great Ball of Fire session when Jerry Lee began arguing with Sam Phillips that the song was too sinful for him to record. As the two talked loudly over each other, Phillips pleaded with Lewis to believe that his music could actually be a force for good morale. Phillips, you can save souls. Lewis, no. Phillips said yes. Lewis, how can the devil save souls? I got the devil in me. Jerry Lee somehow made peace with the conflict over the course of the next hour, becoming comfortable enough to begin making various unprintable statements on his way to saying with enthusiasm, "You ready to cut it? You ready to go?" just before launching into the take that would soon become his second smash hit single. Jerry Lee Lewis' moral struggles would continue throughout a storied career that would never quite recover from the 1958 disclosure of his marriage to a 13-year-old cousin. At the peak of his powers, following Great Balls of Fire, however, he was a figure as magnetic as any in rock and roll history. As the producer Don Dixon would later say in an NPR interview, Little Richard was fun Elvis was cool, but Jerry Lee Lewis was frightening. And that is your entertainment report for Monday, October 8th, 2018. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.